Joke 1. A man buys a parrot. The bird is beautiful, but swears in the most foul manner all day. The man tries everything to silence the parrot. He covers the cage, he turns on loud music, he threatens to hit the parrot. But it's all of no use. After a few days of incessant ranting, he becomes so unnerved that he grabs the parrot and puts it in the freezer. The parrot is rioting around at first, but then suddenly everything in the freezer becomes dead quiet. The man feels guilty and is afraid that the parrot may have died of fear. So he opens the chest again. The parrot climbs out, climbs up the man's arm, sits on the shoulder and says, "I would like to apologize profusely for my unbecoming behavior. I assure you that this will never happen again." The man is completely flabbergasted, but before he can say anything himself, the parrot clears his throat and says, "If you allow me to ask, what did the chicken do?" Joke 2. Joe took his blind date to the carnival. "What would you like to do first, Kim?" asked Joe. "I want to get weighed," she said. They ambled over to the weight guesser. He guessed 120 pounds. She got on the scale. It read 117 and she won a prize. Next the couple went on the Ferris wheel. When the ride was over, Joe again asked Kim what she would like to do. "I want to get weighed," she said. Back to the weight guesser they went. Since they had been there before, he guessed her correct weight, and Joe lost his dollar. The couple walked around the carnival, and again he asked where to next. "I want to get weighed," she responded. By this time, Joe figured she was really weird and took her home early, dropping her off with a handshake. Her roommate, Laura, asked her about the blind date. "How'd it go?" Kim responded, "Oh, Wara, it was wussy." Joke 3. This is an old Finnish story. A few young guys were bored on a Saturday night and decided to go drive a roundabout. It was in the middle of the night, no other cars, so they decided to drive the roundabout in reverse. Suddenly, a car came from behind and rear-ended them. The cops were called and both cars were waiting. When the cops finally showed up, the guys were scared shitless because, well, they had driven the car in reverse in the roundabout. But when the cops knocked on their window, they said, "There's nothing to be worried about, fellas. The driver behind you just blew 0.2% in the breathalyzer and is claiming you guys drove the roundabout in reverse." Joke 4. I was about to propose to my girlfriend. I was about to propose to my girlfriend when my roommate Joseph barged into the room, out of nowhere, tripped, and fell over, breaking a glass table with his face. Totally ruined the mood. Now, I don't know Joseph that well, don't even remember where he was from. But let's say I put my plans on hold to help him through his injuries. Joseph had gotten a big glass shard in his eye, making him completely blind in that eye. He was walking around with one of those big cotton pads on his eye for a couple of months. Then suddenly he disappeared, along with my girlfriend. Apparently, they'd bonded during the time after his injuries and eloped together, leaving me behind without as much as a note. I tried to track them down, but never could. In conclusion, if it hadn't been for Joe with his cotton eye, I'd have been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If you like this video, put a like and subscribe to the channel.